Hello and welcome. Today is video 2 of the Mindful Movement video series. Today we're going to explore the concept of social connections through mindful movement. My name is Kanchan. I'm a counselor at Sheridan College in the Wellness and Counseling Department, and I'm so happy to have you join me here today for this practice. So let's talk about social connections a little bit. So we've designed this series to align with different themes or issues that might be coming up for you at different points within the academic year. So this is a time early on in the year where you might be making a lot of new social connections. So whether it could be with your professors, it could be with other classmates, perhaps you've started a new job. So it's a time where you're likely getting acquainted with a lot of new people. So we want to explore the theme of social connections through mindful movement, and also really highlight the concept of non-judgment. So often when we are making new connections, sometimes we have our own worst critic within our head. So, judging ourselves. So one of the things that we want to explore today is the concept of non-judgment through our movement practice. So let's take a moment to just get settled. So feel free to begin this practice. You can be on the ground like me. You could also be sitting in a chair or lying down if that feels more comfortable for the first part of our mindfulness exercise. So take a moment to get settled, and I'm going to start the practice with the sound of the singing bowl. So let this sound bring your awareness to the present moment. So at this point, feel free to close your eyes or gaze downwards if that feels more comfortable. We'll just take a moment to settle in. So take a breath, a deep inhale and a releasing exhale. And just notice your body connected with the ground beneath you. So notice your sit bones on the ground. Notice where you are in space right now, and just take a breath to really settle into this space. Bring your awareness to any sounds that you might hear, and just notice those without any judgment. Now bring your awareness inwards and notice any sensations you might feel in your body. Try to observe these sensations without any judgment of good or bad, just noticing what you experience. And now bring your awareness to any emotions that you might feel, and just notice where they come up in your body. Now bring your awareness to your thoughts, and just notice what thoughts are going through your mind, and just observe them. So if you notice that you're focused or distracted, you can just label that as focused or distracted and just observe that. And as we bring our awareness into the present moment, notice if any intentions come up for you today for our practice. And if anything comes up, just breathe that in. Breathe that deeply into your body. If you notice any intentions for today's practice. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, bring your attention back to the space that you're in, and let the light fill in. And now we're going to transition into the movement portion of our practice. So let's start off with some neck exercises. So we're going to just start off, take a breath, and as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest and just notice the sensations at the back of your neck. You may feel the lengthening of the muscles in your neck and your back. You may feel some tension. Just notice that without judgment. Bring your head back up to a neutral position. We'll try that again. So exhale with your chin to your chest. Inhale to a neutral position. We'll do that one more time. Exhale. And inhale back up. So we'll turn your head to your right side and just notice the sensations in your neck, in your back. And we'll move over to the other side. We'll cycle through that with our breath. So inhale to the right side and exhale to the other side. We'll bring our head back to a neutral position. And we're just going to start with some simple shoulder rolls. So if you bring your shoulders up towards your ears and just roll them back, and just allow yourself to fully release and stretch out those muscles in your back and your shoulder blades, and just notice your breath as you roll your shoulders. We'll switch and roll them the other way. Just rolling your shoulders forward. Just notice any sensations that might be coming up in your body right now. Do a few shoulder shrugs. Shrug your shoulders towards your ears and then exhale down. Try that once more. Inhale and release. Okay, so now what we'll do is we're going to transition onto our knees. So we're going to be on all fours here. So we're going to have a flat back, and you're going to have your hands beneath your shoulders. So we'll start off with a flat back, and we're going to move into what's called a cat position. So you're going to bring your tummy and curl your back and bring your your chin towards your chest. You're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to dip your tummy down. You're going to open up your shoulder blades in your chest, and you're going to look straight ahead. So we'll try that again. So we'll inhale to the cat position, and exhale into the cow position. So we'll try a few more cycles of that, and move at the pace of your own breath. Just notice your breath as you flow through this movement, and notice any sensations in your body. So really slow down and bring your awareness to each movement in this position. And finally bring yourself back to a flat back. So we're going to try something a little different. So I'm going to get you to move in a position where you're really going to allow your spine to stretch in all different directions. So you may go from side to side, you may decide to do circles, and they can be long or they can be short. So this is an exercise where you're really going to trust your body and move it in a way that really feels right for your body right now. So we'll try that out. And just feel your spine opening up, the energy flowing. And this is an interesting movement because you're really following your own unique self. So oftentimes when we create new social connections, something that can allow us to be very successful is really allowing our own unique self to shine through. So this is a movement that you might just notice how it feels to follow your own cues, your own unique individual needs, rather than mirroring some of my movements. See what it feels like just to listen to your own body. Just bring yourself back to a neutral position. We'll roll back and just stretch out into a child's pose. And so just release your head down and just allow yourself to feel this release and this stretch. Reconnecting with your breath. And with your next inhale, we're just going to come back into a seated position. So we're going to try something called eagle arms right now. So this is a position that might be a little bit uncomfortable. I'm just going to get you to think about and be aware of what it feels like to have discomfort in your body, and how you respond to that. So we'll take a deep breath. So inhale and exhale. So you bring your arms wide apart, inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right hand under your left hand, and then bring your your elbows to cross and have your hands touch. If this isn't possible, you can also have your hands touch your shoulders like this. So I'm going to go back to the eagle hands. So you just slightly lift your elbows. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, lift the shoulders, and then we're going to exhale and just roll into your body. So it's kind of the same movement as when you're doing the cat pose. So your back is really curling, you're sinking in your tummy. So let's try that again. So we'll take an inhale and an exhale. So inhale your arms wide, and exhale your right hand underneath your left, cross your arms, lift your elbows, and inhale for 1, and exhale for 1. We'll inhale for 1 more, and this time we'll exhale for 2. And one last time, we'll inhale for 1, and exhale for the count of 2. You can uncross your arms and just shake that out. And we'll inhale one more time. So inhale, so wide arms. Exhale, and your left arm will go underneath your right. Cross your elbows, and we're going to lift up our elbows, and we'll inhale for 1 and exhale for 1. So inhale and exhale down and curl in. Inhale up and exhale down. Do one more with an inhale for 1 and an exhale for 2. Bring yourself back up, uncross your arms, and shake that out. And we'll just take a moment to take that all in. So if you have your palms facing up, we'll just take a moment to breathe all of the energy that we've created so far with our movements. Just notice what your body feels like now. And at this point, you may want to close your eyes again. We're just going to try elongating the breath. So we started off with doing an inhale for 1 and an exhale for 2. So we're going to change that a little bit. I'm going to ask you or invite you to inhale for 2 and exhale for 4, and we'll cycle through that a couple of times. And the purpose of that is to elongate your exhale. So when we have a longer exhale, what will happen is that we begin to activate our parasympathetic nervous system, or the relaxation response. So oftentimes when we're in a situation, when we're meeting new people and we're making new connections, sometimes our nerves can get the best of us. So this is a good technique to help calm yourself down. And it's sort of a simple breathing exercise. So what you can do is you can place your hands on your tummy and you can just feel the flow of the breath as you inhale and exhale. So we'll start off and inhale for 2 and exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 2 and exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll cycle through that 2 more times. So we'll inhale and exhale. 1 last time. Inhale and exhale for 4. Now you can bring your breath back to the regular pace. Allow yourself to breathe naturally and just take a moment to connect with all that you've done today. You might want to take a moment to thank yourself for this practice, for the compassion and the self-care that you've shared with yourself today, by taking some time to pause and bring awareness. As you reflect on today's practice, there are some questions that you can think about. One of the questions you may think about is, what does it feel like to follow the unique movements of your own body? How did that feel for you? Did any judgments come up while you're doing any of today's practice or movements, and how did you respond to that judgment? Did you respond with compassion? Did you respond with more judgment? So just noticing what came up for you. Are there any insights from today's practice that might inform your approach to new social connections? You can reflect on those, and what I'm going to do is ring the sound of the singing bowl as a signal to end today's practice. So if your eyes have been closed, feel free to open up your eyes, bring your awareness back. I just want to share with you that I have this little journal here. So what I'm going to do is take about 5 minutes after each practice and just reflect on those 3 questions. So it doesn't have to be too complicated. You can just write in point form or just kind of free flow writing, and give yourself a chance to to maybe note down some of the insights and reflections that came up for you today. And next time, we're going to explore the concept of settling in, so really getting cozy into the new academic year, and also building a strong foundation. So I hope to see you back, and thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.